Okay, so I wanted to do a video for all of the lanyards and apron pockets, things that we have to carry as an RBT. And when I first started out as an RBT, I kind of had to just figure this out on my own. And there's a lot of things depending on your client that you will use throughout the course of your day. Sensory items, different tools. You'll need a lot of pictures, first and thens. And so I'm going to show you what I use. And this was kind of just trial and error. So of course, like a lanyard, something, I wear it this way because it's easy for me to just go, I can pull it back if I need to address a child and it can be out of my way and it's not distracting between our interactions, or I can just have it. So I have like my pictures, right, for directions. I have sanitizer because we always need sanitizer. I have my teacher badge or RBT badge for campus, and then I have all my pecs. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. This is like braided. You can have multiple different ones. I have another one where it's just 3 strips of material and I just braided it and it sewed it at the bottom, and then because it's braided, I can stick like these little loops and hooks in between them and we're good to go. So it feels like a lot, but when you are working with a child or client and you need to have your hands free, but you need all of your stuff available for when you're going to communicate or when you need to show them something. So it's just better to have it all with you, on you, as much as possible. So this is another thing that I wear. So with some of my clients, I need to have lots of sensory items, whether it's poppets or sequin pillows, you name it. So depending, like I currently have a client that needs so much first experience in school. She has sensory issues. There is communication devices that I need to carry, as well as the PEC system. So there's just a lot of maneuvering different items and such. And so for me to not lose my mind and to not always have my hands full of everything, because my hands need to be available for my client, I have this apron and it's basically a sash and it has 3 pockets and there's Velcro so that when you're bending over, you're doing something, all of your little trinkets and things don't fall out. So I use these for like fidgets that we need at the table. We have a pressure brush, like the simplest little things, Velcro balls, like you name it, whatever you are going to learn that your client prefers as far as fidgets. I also have gloves and tissues because you never know when somebody's going to sneeze and or needs a tissue to wipe the nose. You have it readily available. You can just throw it away. And then down here, I don't have anything in it right now, but I have more, just another pocket to be able to put more sensory items in. And then I have my poppet that is on a hook. So anything you can put on a hook, it's like right there. You can just grab it. You don't have to carry everything yourself, because I have the client and I also do have the AAC device that we're working with. So I just kind of want to, I have so many RBTs that come up to me that are like, oh, that's such a great idea. Like, where'd you get that? I had to just make everything. And they do sell lanyards. It's been hard for me to find. You can crochet it if you know somebody that can crochet, but you really want something that's got some type of braid so that you can pull back the actual, like get your little hooks in the different seams. So this is what I recommend. You have everything on you. There are those hip aprons where you have pockets too. Whatever works for you. I've seen those too, but a lot of people that I work with in schools that I go on, they're always asking me like, oh my gosh, that's such a great idea. Like, I need to get me something like that. So it is just like a sash and it goes around me. And it just has pockets, as you can see. And then the pockets are Velcroed so things don't fall out. So hope that was helpful for you. Get out there, get creative, just so that you can have everything readily available for your client, because that's what's gonna help you be really successful with giving them the sensory needs that they need in that moment. And then as well as the PEC system that we have, you have your first and then All of these are just laminated. I made like multiples of them, just laminated construction paper. We use a specific color for one child, another color for a different child. That way, when you're in a classroom and there's multiple children using PECs, it's not confusing for them. And I will say, so we have the first, and then we have a mini schedule, and then I have another bigger picture schedule that I use with a client, and we put it on her AAC device just so that I don't have to hold this schedule and that schedule. It's just kind of like back to back. And then we have, of course, all of the PECs that pertain to this particular client. And that was something that I had to kind of just train myself on. My BCBA has been really great. She's given me a lot of resources and like videos to watch for training and such. But I will also say you're really on your own as far as like making a lot of these things on your own. And I will say it has been so successful for my client and myself. We have made such progress to just go ahead and make all the tools that you need and just have them. The sooner you have them available for use, the better it's going to be for your client and your relationship, and you're building your rapport with them, because you're just going to be able to communicate better with your client. And then you're also going to be able to show your skill set and just be more present so that you can engage with your client to build rapport, and with your child's teacher, or let's say a parent in home, whether it's in home or at school. So keep all that in mind. When I do make my PECs, I make multiples of the ones that I know that I'm going to need, because they are just laminated paper and they will not last forever. And that way I don't have to like redo it. I made like 10 of each picture that I have. I just stick it in one of those, I'll have to show you my PECs book, but I stick it in one of those like card playing pockets, and then I have them so that when I need it, it's there. So it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So I hope that's all helpful for you. Get out there, experiment, and don't forget to process and play. Have a great day. Bye.